Hey guys, welcome back to Mountain Movement. We're currently in our bike building series. We are building the 115 together. It's going to be a great experience. This is the Yeti 115. The first thing I do when I build a bike is I, of course, put it on the stand. So you're going to need to take your dropper post. You can also use a dummy dropper post. I make sure to put a little bit of grease on it before I put it in, but I will be taking it out to install the dropper cable. The first thing I do, or the first thing you can do, is start with the bottom bracket, which is what I'm going to do. Some of these things that I do on this bike might be repetitive, or you might have seen in an earlier video, but you know, it's good to refresh your memory, kind of have knowledge. And then a lot of bikes have different kinds of components, so things might be different than previous videos that we've done. I'm gonna take out the bottom bracket. This is a SRAM press fit bottom bracket. There are threaded bottom brackets, but for this Yeti, it's a press fit. Disconnected, there's going to be a right side, a left side. Right side is always the drive side, or where the chain ring is going to be on. And then I'm going to take some sort of grease. I like to use high performance grease almost on everything, but you can use kind of a thicker grease like a polymer. The only thing I would avoid doing is doing like a honey slick, because that's just such a kind of thin grease. And then I would really make sure that the grease is towards your like bike products and not like machine grease or anything like that. And I'm just going to make sure that it's coated in the inside. Keep in mind your spacers for later use. But you want to take this end, you want to add a little bit of grease. How much grease do you need to use? And I say use it all, which is kind of a vague answer, but you can always do more. It's better to be more than less, so I just use quite a bit. And so you're just gonna put it in, and you want it to try and be as even as possible. And it's kind of hard to see because it kind of has this protective covering, and I just do that because I want to protect the bike. Then I'm gonna take the left side and I'm gonna put it on the other end. I don't want the fact that I have a tool to do this to discourage you from you doing it, because you can literally make one of these press fits by yourself. I would just YouTube it, DIY press fit. So you do that, and I wouldn't be too worried if it goes in unevenly, because it kind of straightens out as you pull it in. You want to make sure kind of this protective film is out of the way. You don't want it to get caught as you press it in. It has closed. And if you buy this press fit, they'll probably come with some sort of spacers, and you might want to try those just so that you don't damage the bottom bracket. I know what I'm doing, and I'm very careful with these things, and I have the ability to, if I do damage a bottom bracket, I can replace it pretty easily, where that might be a little bit more difficult for if you're building this at home. And then just for professionalism, I like to take my rag and I like to clean it off. This is a white frame. I don't want it to get that kind of blue stand out on it. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how you install your bottom bracket, which will be the first part in our very big series of building your bike from scratch. And thank you for tuning in. Check next Tuesday for the next thing that I do. See you soon. Peace.